credits. Make any moment golden with promo
Got
code
one piece of chicken left.
at Golden
Izzo.
Nugget Online Casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800.
Not even a whole
Must
piece.
be 21 or older. Physically present in Pennsylvania only. Eligibility and other restrictions apply. One per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit. Max $50 issued in non-withdrawable casino credits that expire in 168 hours. See terms at goldennuggetcasino.com/welcome.
After a string of political attacks and threats targeting both parties, 2 arrests this week in Arizona.
Police in Tempe have arrested and charged 60-year-old Jeffrey Kelly for allegedly hanging suspicious bags of white powder from several political signs lined with razor blades. He's also accused of 3 separate shooting incidents targeting the DNC office in recent weeks. No one hurt. Tempe police also say
Hello, USA.
Daniel Ashbis, a Tempe high school teacher, was arrested this week for online threats targeting conservatives amid political tensions ahead of the November vote. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Police in Phoenix are investigating a suspicious package sent to the office of Republican
What's up?
candidate Kari Lake. Scientists are
Atlas. What's up, Atlas?
in Newfoundland, Canada.
How you doing, buddy?
A federal agency in Canada was notified about an unidentified substance washing ashore in its easternmost province. Still, no answer.
Cheers, buddy.
Source
I got some Jack Daniels.
Which some describe as
Cherry lemonade.
outside, firm and spongy on the inside. Some blobs as large as a dinner plate, others as small as a coin. Early tests did indicate
You doing
they might
great
be
besides
plant-based, which
the Lions game.
Memorial University biologist
Wait till they play the 49ers.
who believes it's
Might be just as bad. I'm sorry, my damn phone.
beach cleanup crew is
Yep, that 49ers game might be just as bad.
intact bag of the biscuit mix, guessing a container of the stuff fell off a transport ship.
Jerry Jones don't care about Dallas, man. He been. I made a video about watch that video. Yeah, I know we did. I made a video today how Jerry Jones been sabotaging the Cowboys for years.
The S&P also dropping more than 1%. The NASDAQ plummeting more than 2%. Elisa Brady, Fox News.
Cudlow on Fox Business.
Got to get rid of Jerry Jones for the Cowboys to start winning.
Get key interviews with the biggest business newsmakers of the day. The Cudlow Podcast will be available on the go after the show every weekday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
From CNBC Tech Chat, 1:45 p.m. today.
Okay,
This Tech Check briefing.
go watch my man. Listen to it.
Powering possibilities. I'm Julia Forston, and this is your CNBC Tech Chat briefing. Apple has sharply scaled back production of its Vision Pro mixed reality headset since earlier this summer. This according to a report from The Information. The report notes the tech giant could sunset the existing version of the device entirely by year-end.
There's a lot going on in the world today right now.
Focusing on a cheaper version of the Vision Pro, which currently retails for
I had one piece of chicken,
$35. The cheaper headset reportedly
but now I'm getting to what I really want.
next year. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau announcing a nearly $90 million fine issued to both Goldman Sachs and Apple over their joint Apple credit card. The CFPB saying the companies illegally
All the chicken's gone, baby girl. You got food to eat. The crabs. Look at that, guys.
Goldman saying in a statement that the card is quote,
Good old
consumer-friendly credit card
Maryland blue crabs.
never been offered, and that it is pleased to have reached a resolution. Shares of Qualcomm are lower today following a Bloomberg report that
The Old Bay seasoning.
designer ARM is looking to scrap a key license with the company. ARM has given Qualcomm a 60-day notice of their cancellation, according to the report. The license allows Qualcomm to design chips based on ARM's architecture. ARM, which is majority owned by SoftBank, operates by licensing blueprints that other companies use to design semiconductors. CNBC has reached out to both ARM and Qualcomm. That's all for today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. This Tech Check briefing is sponsored by Comcast Business. With the advanced connectivity and intelligence of global secure networking, we're helping businesses of all sizes transform, grow, and thrive. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. From DW Newsbrief at 3 p.m. today.
This is DW News. These are our top stories. At least 5 people have been killed in an explosion at the headquarters of a Turkish state aerospace group outside Ankara. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has called it a heinous terrorist attack. Ministers are linking the blast to the outlawed Kurdish Workers' Party, the PKK. Israel has carried out more airstrikes on what it says are Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. The coastal city of Tyre came under heavy bombardment after the Israeli military ordered residents to leave. Explosions also hit suburbs of the capital, Beirut. The US says it has evidence that thousands of North Korean troops are now being trained in Russia. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told reporters that the troops' mission is unclear. South Korea's spy chief says its intelligence indicates that North Korean troops will be sent to fight alongside Russian forces in Ukraine. This is DW News from Berlin. You'll find more on our website, dw.com.
Oh, this crab's a tough one. Crab claw. Don't want to give up the meat. Hey Google, play NBC Nightly News.
Choosing songs is only available to Spotify Premium subscribers, but give the Spotify NBC Nightly News station a listen.
Undecided voters in key swing states. Former President Trump in Georgia this hour for a town hall urging people to vote early.
It's going to be a big one. I think it's the most important election in the history of our country. I really believe that.
Trump and his campaign pushing back on an interview by former Trump Chief of Staff John Kelly, who told the New York Times his former boss spoke highly of Hitler and says Trump fits the definition of a fascist who wants to rule as a dictator. Vice President Kamala Harris, before leaving to hold a town hall in Pennsylvania, says Kelly's account is another example, she says, of the stakes for voters.
Vice President Harris today called the former president, quote, increasingly unhinged and unstable. She said if Trump is given a second term, people like Kelly would not be there to be the, quote, guardrails to rein him in.
We know what Donald Trump wants. He wants unchecked power. The question in 13 days will be, what do the American people want?
Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
The Justice Department has sent a letter to Trump supporter Elon Musk. A source familiar with the matter confirms to ABC News. The DOJ warning that the His America PAC's $1 million sweepstakes giveaway to registered voters in swing states may violate federal law. The U.S. says 3,000 North Korean troops are now in eastern Russia undergoing training. National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby warned if those troops go to Ukraine and fight with Russia, they'll become fair game for Ukraine to defend itself. He also says the U.S. is monitoring the close ties between both
I
leaders.
don't think we've seen any specific, quid pro quo with respect to this provision of the troops. But we know that he and Mr. Putin have again been growing in their defense relationship.
The U.S. says they're monitoring the situation. You're listening to ABC News. A New York judge ruled prosecutors can consolidate charges against disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. That means his retrial on sex crime charges will be combined with his trial on a new charge for allegedly sexually assaulting a woman in 2006. No date set, the judge suggested the trial would likely happen in the spring. In Greece, public school teachers on strike. Their one-day walkout comes as tensions grow between labor organizations and the government. More than 2 weeks after the disappearance of a South Texas woman, police in suburban San Antonio have found no sign of the 51-year-old mother of 4.
Brad Simpson is charged with tampering with or fabricating evidence and with possession of a prohibited weapon. He is not charged with killing his wife. ABC News crime contributor Robert Boyce said,
"This is all strategy on a homicide investigation, or what they believe to be a homicide investigation. And so they're using that to keep him in jail for 30 days.
And now a business associate of Brad Simpson is in custody too. James Cotter is accused of helping Simpson to hide a weapon possibly tied to Suzanne Simpson's disappearance. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
A Louisiana woman who took up running after turning 100 has died. Julia Hawkins, also known as Hurricane, first took up competitive cycling in her 70s, and she started running competitively in 2016 when her children signed her up for the Louisiana Senior Games, eventually setting world records. Julia Hawkins was 108. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
From ABC World News tonight at 7:38 p.m. yesterday.
Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air involving McDonald's, a deadly E. coli outbreak linked to quarter pounders. The warning from the CDC just in. Also breaking election night 2 weeks from tonight, what Kamala Harris just said about Donald Trump and results on election night. And we have just learned a well-known star from Baywatch has died. First tonight, the breaking headline, the CDC warning about a deadly E. coli outbreak. It's been linked to McDonald's quarter pounders. Health officials reporting 49 people in 10 states have been sick and many hospitalized. At least one person has died. What McDonald's is now saying tonight and the CDC on an ingredient they're looking into. Election night 2 weeks from tonight, 19 million Americans have cast their votes early. And Vice President Kamala Harris just moments ago, when asked about Donald Trump and whether she's prepared if Trump declares victory before all of the votes are counted, after what he said on election night in 2020, what Kamala Harris has just said. And Donald Trump tonight returning to North Carolina, a major focus on that state. Also tonight, sources telling ABC News the federal judge who dismissed the classified documents case against Donald Trump is now under consideration by Trump's team for Attorney General if he wins the election. John Carl and what he's learned. Disturbing allegations against the former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, what he and 2 other suspects have been arrested for, involving young men and what prosecutors say was the promise of modeling jobs. The war in the Middle East, the dramatic video tonight showing a devastating Israeli